see when they try to compare Crawford and Boots, there's really no comparison. I don't even see the comparison besides that this guy switches. I would say Boots has more Roy Jones in him than Crawford. You know, when they
Okay.
see the blazing hands, they see Roy Jones. They don't see the combination. They don't see Crawford. You know what I'm saying? They see Crawford with the switching. Okay. Um, but like I said, uh, Boots, I don't see the longevity in Boots outside of his athleticism.
Mm.
I don't see that. I see him. I don't see that. I don't see that he has the the necessarily fundamentals and boxing all around skill ability to sustain himself after his speed has diminished a little, after his reflexes have waned a little. I don't
Okay.
see that. That's what I'm saying when I don't and then I'm asking when I'm watching Crawford, like I say, I've seen reels of Boots looking dynamic, but I haven't seen no breakdown of Boots, his skill set wise. I haven't seen those. So none of these guys that's making these reels have not shown any skills wise um attributes of Boots. Like I say, I just seen the one where Bud got he hit him here. He got caught, I guess. He was trying to block it, but our boy hit him. He countered with a straight shot off of it, and then
Okay.
an uppercut with the same hand.
Yeah.
When he went to the, was I pointed out with you, I think it was on your show. I said, did you see how he went for with the straight left, and then he missed it, and then in the same thing he turned it? Canelo wasn't even ready for that. How he missed with the straight left, and then he hooked it. I haven't seen Boots do stuff like that. The catch and counters that Crawford was doing on the inside, the pin that he held him with, and I mean, look, I'm saying I ain't seeing Boots do these things. These are things that's gonna, when you look at it, these are things
When you
like
lose your
Mayweather does.
ability, this is what's gonna keep you in the game.
Yes,
I
and
got you.
as it, like I say, no disrespect, but Roy Jones, he didn't have that. Now you look at this, and I want to say it like this, okay? But James Tony did. You see how James
Hmm.
Tony was able to go up and still fight at higher weights, come back and beat G Roth. You know what I'm saying? Still stay in the game. Still, James Tony never really took no beatings in there.
His
He lost to
fundamentals carried it.
exactly, exactly, all the way to heavyweight, all the way to heavyweight, all the way to heavyweight with Sam Peter. Sam Peter was, you know what I mean, a good heavyweight.
Holyfield
But Holyfield was old then. Sam Peter was a young heavyweight. Sam
knocked
Peter
him
was
out
a
though.
young heavyweight. Yeah, but Sam Peter was a young heavyweight, and Holyfield was an older heavyweight. And but probably, and they ain't too far for real. They wasn't too far for real, both of them. But Holyfield been in a lot of wars, But James Tony had a lot of fights. James Tony had about 80 fights,
Hmm.
So and he stayed busy, James Tony was an old throwback fighter. So what I'm saying is this: James Tony had the ability to sustain himself, just like a Bernard Hopkins. You know what I'm saying? But Roy Jones, after his athletic ability, he didn't have that. He didn't have that. That's just plain sight. You can see that. So
Yeah, especially
I
like
don't
in the
see-
Kawasaki fight. It's like, how is Kawasaki doing this to you? You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, he didn't have the like I'm saying, he didn't have the he didn't have those tools to sustain him. So that's what I'm seeing with Boots, but the getting is good right now. You know what I'm saying? And he can eat while he can. You know what I'm saying? He can use all those abilities. He's 28. He's probably entering into his prime. And you know what I mean?
oh no,
Boots
I
literally
just
did a sidestep uppercut. Okay. A sidestep uppercut. What is that? You see that dumbass uppercut he threw from across the street, from way the fuck back over there, right in the round started. You see that dumbass uppercut he threw from
mm.
way. He do that. They ain't this first time he do. That's one of his arsenals. He threw that shit from way back there. What the fuck? That's just stupid. What the fuck he doing? Way the fuck back there, head up in the air, shit way up. I'm just saying shit like that. I mean,
You
maybe
don't think he
that's his
could?
athletic.
He won't be able to do that with on a high level. You're saying those type of shots.
I mean, it's stupid boxing. That's a dumb punch to throw from way far out, bro.
Yeah, yeah. You put yourself in danger by doing that.
So Spina sent it. Show it, nigga. Show it. Show me how cold he was then. I don't want to fucking hear you text it. Show it then. Send it to me. You know where I'm at. Bernie the Boxer, send it to me. Take the fucking slide and send it to me. Shit, okay. Like I say, he do some cold shit in there, but okay, I'm like I'm saying, we ain't seeing him doing no shit like Crawford. We ain't seeing that. We ain't seeing that.
Do you see only Eddie Hearn kind of like comparing him to Crawford, or do you see
That's
more
all they
people?
got. That's all they got. That's all they got to hang his hat on is Crawford. That's all they got to hang their hat on is Crawford. They can't hang their hat on nothing else. And like I'm saying, this the thing. That's every time they trying to attach his name to Crawford, they keep and I keep telling I tell to tell Bread that stop saying because he wanted to fight Crawford because he already had the opportunity to fight Crawford. Okay, he didn't take the fight for whatever reason. He didn't take the fight, and at the same time, it's like this. At the same time, it's like this. At some point, I understand that this is a self sport, though. You know, this is a self sport. You have to do what's best for you. You have to do what's best for you. This is a sport. So if at the same time, if something needs to change, if Showtime wouldn't let him deal with BLK Prime to get a fight of that magnitude, then that's something wrong with them. Your people, if they really love you and believe in you, they should let you show your, you know what I mean? The fact that you're trying to honor them should be applauded, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
if I can't help you, why would I want to block you? You know what I mean? I'm just saying, if I can't help you, what am I doing? I can't help you because the more I help you, I'm helping myself. That's what I'm saying. The more I help you, like I say, I was watching Mayo Stewart, and he was talking about the Sugar Ray Leonard fight, and he said in there. He said I knew the exposure was gonna come sooner or later. And I nobody never questioned him about that. Nobody never asked him what he meant by that. But you know what I'm saying? So the exposure is going to come sooner or later. You know what I mean? So if they didn't have the will or the know-how to, which Breadman was alluding to, that they don't have the the mouthpiece or to talk themselves into the best situations, that's something they need to correct. But as a fighter, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I want this fight. I can beat this guy, just like Crawford told him. Let's beat Canelo. No, I know they said no, 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 but I want Canelo. So I'm sticking to my guns and I want Canelo. And so that's what he did, and that's what Crawford does. Um I'm expecting Boost to do the same. So like I say, he had a chance to fight Crawford, he didn't fight Crawford in recent times, like I'm saying, even when they was trying to ask him, now I'm just saying, even when they was trying to ask him, they was trying to put him on the spot last night, but he hurried up and hushed them. That we talking about now. Now. They was trying to asking them questions, but he didn't want to answer those questions. Why did you want to try to fight Devin Haney at 152? Why did you not fight Virgil Ortiz then? Okay. Why did you turn down Teofimo Lopez? Why? Nobody's asking him. YSM would not never ask him that. YSM would never ask him that. Is it true that you wanted him to fight at 52? Did you say that? Because here go the clip. This is Devin saying that. So you can tell the viewers, because this is your platform, YSM. Can you elaborate on that? But he don't. But he don't. He don't have to call him out his name. He don't have to be disrespectful. He say, Devin Haney, I don't know what he's talking about, but this is exactly what happened, and this. But he don't. The Virgil Ortiz got on there on a couple. He was on Ack and Barack on their platform, and he said the same. He said that I accepted the fight, and they didn't. He never refuted that. They said he needed 2 tune-ups. I don't know where that rumor came from, whether it was the Sheik or whoever said it, but he still never refuted that. So he's never refute none of the rumors that's coming out.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, and now that we got Bakram that's outspoken about this, being willing to take that challenge, it'll be something if he doesn't, at least fight him or Virgil for sure. That would
Yeah,
be something.
yeah.
Kenny Smith, thank you for the $2. Bud made Benavides do a cartwheel with that punch. The uppercut, I think they're referring to the uppercut that you was talking about with Boots.
You see how that aspect, you see how you to even find that hole, to even find the hole that Crawford made for that was nasty. Oh my God. To find the hole that he did to was nasty.
Right.
Man.